Welcome to Internet Supreme Court. We're just like the regular Supreme Court. You didn't vote for us. But don't worry, we are actually not corrupt. This used to be a joke that, hey, ha ha ha, we're not corrupt, but we are actually not corrupt. And way less so than there's a bit of sun coming through the blinds right now and just hitting my face perfectly. And I've just noticed that right now. So much for the corrupt talk. Let's welcome to the stage Dishonorable Judge Katie and Dishonorable Judge Matt Kelly.
Hey.
Hello.
Can you see this?
I saw it. I saw it only when you stopped, and it was like you had a major shadow on one side of your face. Yeah. Oh wow, look at that! It's like a spotlight. It's just on your eyes.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I'm seeing into the future.
Don't do that. Don't look into the sun.
Oh no,
Don't
that was a bad idea.
Don't be like
Donald Trump during the eclipse.
Yep.
Look, I do everything the president tells me to do. All right.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. I was there on January 6th. Yeah.
Are you dispatched into your own city right now?
I am.
Oh.
I dress up in my old Marines attire and I march up and down on my street. Yeah. And people yell things at me. Was this here that when we were backstage? Because I don't look at myself.
I don't recall that. This is a new thing. You've got a glow to you, Bacon.
Yeah, right on your mouth now. Yeah.
It's like the world's smallest spotlight is on you.
It's only on your mouth too.
What the hell?
It's waiting for you. It's almost like it's a lighting rig for whenever you want to do the Quiznos subs bit again.
Oh, right. Yeah.
We got to get
you
the
mean
mouth
right now?
just
Is that what you want?
Lit right.
Yes.
I don't even have it programmed on the buttons anymore.
Oh no!
Oh no! What a shame. We won't.
Oh, but I still got it though, so I gotta hit it.
You got it. It is perfect though.
I still did. Eat Quiznos subs. We got a pepper bar.
I constantly forget that your mouth is flipped upside down for this bit until I occasionally see your nose in the front.
It's so great.
So much work to do that, and nobody even notices.
My favorite part about that is that I didn't even know that was a Quiznos thing for the longest time. I was like, what is this weird thing that Bacon does all the time?
You never saw this?
I know.
The best commercial of all time?
Man, people are like cosplaying as this at conventions now.
Yeah!
Man, I just thought they were super into Bacon's bit.
Yeah. I still love the little dead one in the corner with the.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm
not dead. Go away, flies.
This is already up. We're doing our best of episode. We're just bringing out the old hits.
Heck yeah! Oh,
Stop it. Get some help.
There you go.
Now
we do have a guest judge.
We do have a guest judge.
We have a guest judge here waiting in the green room as we goof around. Now the spotlight is moved directly to my eye. What is happening?
I think your sun is setting, and so the angle of it is getting higher. It looks like it's coming through like a little pinpoint hole.
Yeah, I see it right through the blinds.
That's never open before today.
God, no, it's always closed. To make it darker in here, because that's what happens. The sun sets right there and then blares right in my face. So I have to shut those blinds. But anyway, we have a guest judge. I'm just going to be over here. Katie, could you introduce the guest judge?
Guys, I want you to give a very warm welcome to the guy who is a part of a really awesome show at the Pack Theater called Me and Who, where he improvises live with somebody in the audience. Also a series called Mount Mystic and a short film coming up. Please, everyone, welcome Sean Fromba!
Yay!
Big fan of Quiznos. So.
Yes! Finally, there's two of us.
There's not a lot of us out there, so
there's not.
Nice to find some relatability there.
It's good to meet somebody who knows a good pepper bar when they see one. You know?
I live for the pepper bar.
Yeah. I like to control how much heat is on my sandwich. Thank you for coming. We got a lot of news to cover, so let's jump right into it.
You guys, did you see the news yesterday? You guys, did you see it? Did you
Yeah, I
see what
think we-
happened yesterday?
What are
I
you
think we
talking
all,
about?
You
we all
guys,
saw it.
I missed it.
did you watch the video?
No.
You guys. Oh
No.
my gosh, Charlie brought it. I cannot believe this. This is insane, you guys. I can't believe this. I'm gonna show the video here
I don't know if we
today.
could show the video.
No,
Yeah,
we
are
can
we allowed to
absolutely
show
show
the
the
video?
yeah, we can absolutely show the video. Here we go.
We
I'm gonna
can?
show it
Oh.
right now. Okay, come on. Oh, okay. So you see, there's this crazy floating orb off the coast of Yemen in October of 2024, right? Now, a missile shoots at it and it bounces off. But do you see? It keeps going. It keeps going, and the particles follow it. And this all happened in their House of Representatives yesterday.
This
and
is when
still,
it zoomed out. So you can still see it traveling.
Oh,
And-
wow.
that is the representative saying this is when it was zoomed out. A
I thought that was
freaking
God.
confirmed UFO, you guys. So glad that Charlie Diagata reported on this. I'm surprised not many people have been talking about it, but confirmed alien sighting, y'all.
I still think it's a bird.
Yeah.
Well, they
I've-
did say they think it's
Anybody
a
who's ever
weather
tried to
balloon.
take out a bird with a missile knows how difficult it
know.
is.
Can you bring it back for 1 second? Just because when this missile hits it, it looks so much like when you successfully hit a space invader and it splits into other space invaders.
Are you trying to say that we're in a pixel situation?
We might be in a pixel situation. Adam Sandler tried to
Yeah, Adam
warn us of
Sandler,
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Didn't we
my
just
God.
talk about this?
But here-
Boom! Just right off
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
Just
you're
get
so
right off.
right.
Like-
Yeah, like it hits and it goes
Wow.
right off.
I got to find that sound effect of. Bwah, bwah, bwah.
This is when it-
You know?
But yeah,
Wow.
how insane is this? They declassified this just for this thing in the House of Representatives. They're basically saying like, "Hey, we're not getting all the information. Why isn't this shown more often? And can we explain it?"
This
And
is
no
when
one
it
can.
What
zoomed
kind
out.
of bird is this?
You can still see it traveling.
Yeah, yeah,
I love
it's
that.
wild, y'all. I can't believe not many people were talking about.
My
that
question
yesterday.
is we're like, hey, what is this thing? Let's shoot it with a missile.
yeah.
with a missile.
Hey, what is it? Most people will be like, let's touch it. Let's examine it. No, not the U.S.
kill it.
military. You know, when you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail. And when you got missiles, everything looks like something you could blow up.
It's true. But what is this orb that has like missiles bounce off of it? How are we going to defend ourselves? And you know what? Apparently, a representative from Florida was asking, "Hey, are you guys scared about this?" And pretty much everyone said, "Yeah, I'm a little bit scared about this." And then the main guy who was bringing this up, he was like, "I don't know what to think, but maybe I'm scared."
Well, why are we? Yeah, if why are we scared? It didn't shoot missiles at us. It was
No.
just flying off the coast of Yemen. You know,
Which is
on
probably a nice
vacation
coast.
where you go as an alien, you fly off the coast of Yemen. Apparently,
As we
Yeah.
remember from those documentaries about the Men in Black.
yes. You know, that thing does look like we all seen Flight of the Navigator.
Yeah, it did
Yeah.
look like the
Oh,
Flight of the
yeah.
Navigator ship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a kid in that ship, and now he's dead.
Mm.
he might be broken off in one of those little pieces that follows with it.
Oh, you know what? That was him. That little monster that's in there with them. The
Yeah,
eyeball that talks like Pee Wee Herman.
yeah.
I guess I remember too much of that movie.
You
Yeah.
do remember an
a
insane
lot. I
amount
was
of
gonna say it's a-
information about Flight of the
A
Navigator.
recent watch?
No. I guess it's really stuck with me. It's a good movie. I think it's pretty good.
Anyway, I've been posting my flag at half mast for that UFO. Today.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's smart. If you can't beat them, just you got to mourn them, I guess. Or,
Yeah.
Can't beat 'em, mourn 'em.
yeah.
Well, actually, that's probably all the news that we can talk about. All the other news is too dumb or sad to talk about or make
Yeah.
jokes about. But we do have, there is a very popular movie right now. So are we done with news?
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
All you had was an alien? Were you gonna say
Legit
something?
forgot we had an intro for this.
I honestly did too.
That's how rarely we talk about movies on Internet Supreme Court.
Well, here we are. Our number. This one we have to talk about because it was, sometimes a Netflix documentary kind of takes over everybody's lives and everyone's feed. And there's a lot going on in the world right now, but this kind of even pushed its way through. We haven't asked our guest Sean if have you seen this movie?
No, I actually just recently inherited about 3,500 VHS tapes, so that's all I've been
Ooh.
watching.
Whoa, way to bury the. I didn't know you were talking to a billionaire.
I know, right?
I didn't. I'm humble. Yes, I have not streamed anything this week at all. I feel secluded from the rest of the world.
Are you
Well,
boycotting
as you can see
streaming
from the
services?
release date, this came out 2 weeks ago, so you still have no excuse.
Yeah, that's fair. Never mind, I stand corrected. I think I'm lazy. I don't know. I think that might be what it is.
All right, well, we are going to spoil this.
That's
so
okay.
if anybody watching is planning on checking this out and they haven't already had it spoiled for them, one, don't go to Letterboxd because everybody spoils and they don't mark it as spoiled in their thing. But we'll talk about this.
I just pay a guy
unknown
to
number.
spoil all the shows for me.
Oh yeah, what else haven't you seen? I'll spoil that. The Godfather.
Yeah,
What do you?
I've got a list. Yeah, I'll send it over.
Have
All
you
right.
seen Flight of the
Speak it.
Navigator? Let's start there.
I have now. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the second movie I've watched. I've only watched Flight of the Navigator. So, Unknown Number, the high school catfish, which is up for worst title for a movie ever of the year, at least. I mean, one, if you've watched this movie, there's really no catfishing. It's
No.
it's no one's getting catfished. It's doesn't make any sense. It's a awful title. Great job, Netflix. So I'm just going to tell you the whole story. I could tell it to you in seconds and save you watching the whole movie. A girl and her boyfriend were getting constantly harassed by an unknown number that would constantly change its number, so they couldn't just block it. And they live in this small town in Michigan where everybody has a really weird accent where like 3-syllable words they pronounce weird. They put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
I want
Like
to
Worcester.
stress a couple things real quick at this exact point. To explain how small this town is that we're talking about, I think they said the elementary, middle, and high school are all the same building.
Same
Like that-
building, separated. Yeah, and there's 30 kids in your class.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
like your graduating class is 30 kids. And I will say, Bacon, while you are correct that everyone has an indistinguishable accent in this particular
Like a
area,
Michigan. I didn't know Michiganders, that's how they probably say it, have an accent like this.
every character, this is why I think people are obsessed with this documentary. It's not quite on the level of, say, a Tiger King,
No.
but it
Okay.
is one of those documentaries where every person they interview, you're kind of like, what's their story? like everyone's so strange and weird. in
Except for this
town.
kid. This kid is the only one who's like, I play sports and I'm really good at sports. And apparently this kid like just gets ladies left and right, this guy. That's the one thing I learned from this documentary. They live in this small town. We talked about that. So everybody in the small town knows everybody's business still. I cannot relate to this. It took them 2 years and what we would call very basic police work to discover that the person sending all these hateful messages was the mom.
Oh.
And
I'm
No.
not saying hateful messages. They are sexually explicit to the point that we probably can't say them on this show right
No.
now. But
Wow.
also constantly telling her daughter that no one will love her and that she'd be better off if she unalived herself.
and she literally put the daughter and the boyfriend, this boyfriend, in the same text message thing just to like break them up
What?
and harass her. And then even after they broke up, she started sending messages to a girl that he like met and was hanging out with. I don't even know if they were even official. So she like found out this number of this other thing and started messaging them. So obviously she's obsessed with this boy, which is barely talked about on
Yeah.
this show.
It's like
So
subtly hinted in the last like 3 minutes of the entire documentary.
This is my big problem with this thing. I watched this thing. The first 2/3 of the movie is really wasting time. Like they really drag their feet to get to the twist. But the thing is, this happened in like 2022. So it's still in your head. And when I watched the trailer, I'm like, oh, I think I remember this going on. Was it the mom? And then if you watch the trailer, I don't know how you don't realize it's not the mom. They basically tell you it's the mom. They're like, I can't believe it was somebody so close to you. And they like show a woman's hands. And it's like, oh, it's the mom.
See, I watched no trailers, but people had told me to watch it. And within literally, I have the text messages as my receipts for this, but I was like, the mom definitely did it. And then like no one responded to me until like 45 minutes later when I said I called it, because when they introduced the boyfriend's mom,
Yep.
the first thing she says is like, oh, well, Karen and I became instant friends. And I'm like, anybody who says that specific sentence, there's a but then that's supposed to follow it that gets cut out in the interview. And I was like, okay, I think I know where this is going.
Yeah.
think
So if you-
Karen did this.
So if you're watching it, it's very like get to the point, and it's a lot of like Zoomers. They're talking to Zoomers, so they're very emotionally suppressed.
Yeah.
Emotionally suppressed vocal fry is basically the first hour of this movie.
Oh,
Not to attack the victims of this.
of that vocal fry.
Yeah, because honestly, I mean, if I'm going to attack anybody, it's this fucking mom who looks like if Ron
teenager.
Howard saw this when he was shooting The Grinch, he'd be like, too much makeup on that one. And I could say this because this is my biggest problem with this movie. The last 20 minutes is where they finally get to the meat and potatoes of that. This is the movie. It's talking about this woman who's a pedophile, and they barely even talk about it, who's like going after this young boy who obviously has mental health issues, who is a horrible liar, who also lied to her husband about being fired from like 2 jobs and wasn't working that whole time, and then ruined that man's life, and they had to move on. They focus too much on the bullying at the beginning, which isn't real. Like, this woman is evil. Like, she is not, she doesn't even fess up to it at the end. She's like, I didn't start it, but I picked it up later. It's like, no, you didn't. You started it. You're a liar. Then why did you go after? Then she was like, well, when I first started it, I was trying to get information. How are you're talking to your daughter every night. Doesn't even make, then why attack the guy's new girlfriend? What information are you trying to get out of there? It's obvious that you are obsessed with this young man because something about this kid in that whole town, everybody wants this kid. I don't know what it is. I guess I got to see him pitch or something.
It's the sport. It's always the sports.
Yeah.
He looks like, I don't know, stock footage for hey queens. Okay,
Yeah,
if you
the
got a
only
little
other thing I
acting.
can think of is like, and they don't really cover it. Maybe he's so good at sports that it's like, oh, this kid's going places. This
That's what
kid's
the
going to
documentary
lead
should have
this
been about.
500 person town and be somebody.
So
What'd you
So
say,
we're
Sean?
saying-
That's what the documentary should have been about.
Yeah.
It's
This
how-
kid's probably massive hog or
this
something. I
guy-
don't know what's going on.
I mean, I feel like it's a prequel to that one.
What were you going to say, Katie? Sorry.
I was just gonna ask if so the mom didn't pull a Robert Durst and like fully like break down on microphone and confess everything.
No. She didn't even confess to starting it. She's an obvious liar. She's a horrible liar. She's not even a good liar. She's a hideous human being. And overall, I gave it 2 stars. Like, I was pretty disappointed with like the whole, I found it pretty boring and tedious and it's a pretty straightforward story. And they, when you're watching,
Thought
it's
out.
like basic police work to get her down. All it took was checking phone records.
Well, I don't know.
And-
That actually guy on your friends list seems to have really liked it.
Oh yeah, there's
How is she changing her number?
there's apps you could
Oh,
use. They said that like
Yeah, she like
changed-
worked in tech or something.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
she had like a basic understanding of phone tech.
Okay.
Yeah. But not enough to like change her SIM card or use it. Like she also had like multiple phones, and then she like when the police arrived, she tried to hide one of the phones. The best part's when the police arrive and like the husband finds out that she hasn't been working.
Which he
they also
seems
don't-
more upset about that than the harassing text messages to the daughter portion.
well, because his
um,
whole world is his whole world is crumbling down. Like his daughter's text messages is one thing, but now he also is like, well, my daughter's been harassed, and also now I don't know it. I think our finances are screwed, and
Yeah.
they barely cover that too. There's like they lose stuff that they have in the
Or you
in
can
storage.
stop paying for the storage unit and let the storage unit get taken away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just awful to be like, oh, this is the person I sleep next to every night. And they're like, it was awful. It was awful. And
I think what Bacon's saying is it's the feel-good documentary of 2025.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. The one thing I want to say is that Netflix, sometimes when you're watching a Netflix documentary, it feels exploitive. It's exploitative. How would they say it?
Yeah.
Exploitative.
Exploitative. And this one feels that way because they never dive in. They only cover like the surface level things, and as soon as we feel like we're actually getting something, like they really need to push that woman on answering things. And also, when she got arrested and they went to their house, they had a table full of booze bottles. Did you see that?
Yeah. Everything about it is such. I still think it's worth the watch.
Yeah.
But it's worth watching, like I said, for the people watching of just like the strange ass folk in this town. Like I don't mind the first hour with the Zoomers because I think that you get some of the funniest lines, which is terrible because it's a fucked up situation.
In your defense, Matt Kelly, they don't seem too shook up about it
They
anymore.
don't seem shook up at all, but they're like interviewing like one of the girls that was blamed, and it's like, yeah, they think we threw catfish at them one time, but that didn't happen. Like they'll just like, say something insane about carrots. They think that I threw carrots at her, but I didn't throw carrots at her. Like you're just like, what is happening in this
riveting.
school? Like, that's what I mean. Like in a different world. This is like the lowest stakes Twin Peaks, right? Like,
Yes. Okay, that's what I want to see. I want to see low stakes Twin Peaks. All right. So there you go. I mean,
Thank you
yeah,
for describing that.
just
so
because I
have
give
to
it 2 stars doesn't mean I don't think I like 2 stars. I'll watch a 2-star if it like for that story. I feel like probably it would have been a 3 if I didn't already know the twist.
yeah.
You know?
Bacon, one of these days, I think you and I've seen a bunch of people doing it on TikTok, but for Internet Supreme Court, I think we need to do a breakdown of what our letterbox star ratings mean, because I think you and I rate on such a different scale.
I think we do.
Gonna have to design a new intro called Letterboxed.
God damn it, more work.
I'm sorry. No,
Sorry.
no.
Oh no, Bacon's feeling letterboxed into doing all this work.
You know, Letterboxd is probably the only social media that I enjoy. Actually,
It is it's usually the least stressful one.
Yes.
I think the only movie I have reviewed on Letterboxd is Daddy Daycare.
No.
5 stars or
And it is a 5-star.
I was gonna say.
It is a 5-star. Obviously.
5-star and a heart, obviously.
Yeah. Steve Zahn. Yeah. I mean, great. Yeah.
Matt Kelly, I'd be interested to see what your heart means to you, because I'll heart half-star movies sometimes.
Oh, a heart for me typically means one of two things. Either it's like legitimately, if you ask me what my like 10 favorite movies were, it would come into the conversation.
Whoa.
Or the heart is like, hey, I'm giving this movie 1 star, but that doesn't change how much I love this fucking movie. Like
Okay.
it's almost like, hey, don't be too angry about the 1 star because it also got a heart.
You're like defending yourself.
Yeah,
on Letterboxd.
hey.
Don't get mad at my bad
Yeah.
review. I gave it a heart.
I can't wait till this replaces the Oscars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should. Heyo. All right, we're gonna take a quick recess, and then when we come back, it's gonna be sports hour.
Yeah.
We're gonna-
Sean,
or
do you know
half
much
hour.
about sports?
Sean, remind me, you're a sports guy, right?
Oh, big time.
Huge sports guy. I could tell
All the
by your
sports.
hiking boots in the background. Huge sports guy.
I followed Man City for a while. That was about it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
United.
We'll
Yeah.
see how this goes.
Oh. Yeah.
We'll take a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll be back in 5, and we'll do some sports.
How about some nice new carpeting?
Can we afford carpeting? We can't afford carpeting.
Free credit for 6 months, including no payment for 90 days.
Maybe we can afford carpeting.
And prices from $7.95.
And you said we couldn't afford carpeting. 588-2300-5.
Who is this?
That is supposed to be Adam
That's
Sandler,
not
but it
Adam
looks
Sandler.
like Ronald Reagan.
It absolutely did. That's who I thought it was too. I was like, can we not get political, please?
What do you guys think about this one?
Oh my God.
Says Adam Sandler is the illest. I would actually frame this.
I could see you buying this and
I
framing
could
it.
too. But what a terrible drawing of Adam Sandler.
I kind of love that he has 3 chins.
I love it.
The more I look at it,
I
the
think
more it's growing
very,
on me.
I think it's very cool.
I love his little hat.
Yeah.
I love his I don't give a fuck face.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's more Paul Blart. I love this.
I actually like that one
kinda
too.
adorable.
I
It's
actually kinda like
adorable
that
with
one.
his rosy cheeks.
They got the ass right.
They did.
Oh! That nose though.
Look at the motion that this
Look at
invokes.
the lines of the motion.
Look at the terror in his eyes.
It's 2 big brown turd eyes.
Yes,
Turd
they are
eyes.
turd eyes.
Well, I like that you're focusing on that and not this claw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, what happened to the other
The
hand?
other one. That's what I was just going to say.
onto my tiny hand.
Aw,
I like this.
how cute.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
That's so cute.
Marie
What?
loves minions.
What? He's slapping that minion ass. That's
It's a
adorable.
thick minion.
And if you slap a minion ass like Cheetos, your hand turns yellow.
Yeah.
I'm Jim Kennedy of Bob Rorman's Schaumburg Honda Automobiles, #1 in Honda sales in the Midwest.
And I'm Randy Rorman of the new Arlington Acura dealership in Palatine, where we're out to be #1.
And in Schaumburg, you deal with #1, Bob Rorman.
And at Arlington Acura in Palatine, you'll find the car rated #1 in customer satisfaction. Acura. See, the numbers add up.
With Honda in Schaumburg and Acura in Palatine, you're #1 with me, Bob Rorman.
Well, today we are going to study and experience something called Vitaflex. Now, there's one more thing that we do. Our reflex points for your colon. Colon. Colon is here. Colon. Transverse colon. Colon. Colon is here, clearing the colon, stimulating her colon. And I'm going to draw a picture of the colon, and then smigmoid colon comes right diagonally through, and you know where that comes out. Because we're going to do some colon stuff. You're going to be the first one. Work yourself down the leg. I'm working just inside the shin, coming around the ankle now, coming around the uterus. And I'm going to do that until I hear a squishy sound. This would always work.
We'll return to our feature after these messages.
You guys enjoy those? There was a lot of local Chicago ads in there. I don't know if you could
Was
pick out that
Empire
accent.
was Empire a Chicago ad?
Yeah,
I didn't realize.
I think that was I think it got played everywhere, but Empire was definitely like 588 2300
Empire? Yeah.
Yeah, but mine is
Today.
the guys on that car commercial sound exactly like the super fans. Like, yeah, you gotta go to Schaumburg.
That is
Fierce. Yeah. So, we got to talk about sports. Sports. Matt Kelly, you got some sports stuff, which, we all know. Resident sports nut Matt Kelly.
Here we go. So yeah, I don't know much of anything about sports. So this is a segment where I show you some memes that I found on Blue Sky, Threads, Reddit, and TikTok that I don't understand. For the most part, I kind of get a ballpark of why it's probably funny, but the gist of it makes no sense. And Bacon, since we're talking about Chicago, we'll start with this one.
Ooh. Oh boy.
So
why you gotta come at me, Matt Kelly?
I don't know what this means. I know what
mean?
the Spider-Man meme is,
Okay.
but that's not it.
For those of us who aren't actual sports fans, can we try and predict what the meme means?
Mean memes? What's this
Mean memes?
mean meme?
I mean, I definitely know that there's Chicago Bulls and Chicago Bears.
It's the Chicago
I know
Sky.
that there's a baseball team called the White Sox, so I'm
That's
assuming they're
Chicago.
based in Chicago.
We got two
I don't know
baseball
what
teams.
Sky is.
Chicago
It's the
Sky is
Chicago
the WNBA team.
Oh, okay.
You sexist.
Yep.
Sorry,
that's
Sean.
what it is.
Sean, did you know that?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I was just very close to saying it right before.
Big Cheryl Swoops fan over here. Swoops. Matt Kelly, this one's real easy. It's all these teams suck, and they're all so it's like they all suck.
Okay. Okay.
Especially the White Sox. They were the worst team in baseball last year. The Bulls aren't the worst team, but they're middling. Chicago Sky, even though I'm a big Sky head, don't know. But the Bears are perpetually bad, and I'm a big Bears fan, so it sucks.
Okay. This one,
But the
seems
Cubs
to
aren't
be-
on here. If you notice that, I'm also Cubs. The Cubs are a well-run organization.
All right.
So-
This one I believe was an older tweet that someone was resharing, and again, I have a basic idea of where it's going, but I feel like there's still some context missing. So it says breaking freak surgery order / lunch order mix-up causes Astros ace to undergo Jimmy John surgery.
Oh. I
What's it
think I know
called?
this one.
Oh, go ahead.
It's really Tommy John surgery, and it's a spelling error. And Jimmy John's is a lunch or sandwich strap, and so his hands wrapped up like a sandwich. That's actually pretty funny.
Pretty good.
I gotta
Tommy
say,
John's.
if it's not Quiznos, I don't think I'm interested.
Yeah, we've already established Sean is the Quiznos only fan.
I mean,
Fun
I can
fact-
just leave and come back when the Quiznos come.
What is this
Give me some
bullshit?
Quiznos today.
What is this nonsense?
Okay, that is a pretty okay. So I didn't know about that type of surgery. That's very funny. Okay,
My favorite thing about this though is the first time I saw Jimmy John's, I was visiting my friend in Kansas City, Missouri, and I didn't know that Jimmy John's was a chain. And I was like, "Oh, look at this fun restaurant,
local
sandwich-
establishment."
Yeah, I thought it was completely. And then I saw 5 of them driving back from LAX.
It's so nice to eat local.
Yeah.
Really blend in, you know.
This Jersey Mike guy seems really good at making sandwiches.
Right,
Local
so-
legend. Too.
So this next one, similar to the Spider-Man one, I using context clues of other ways I've seen this meme, I kind of get the sentiment, but the details I don't understand.
Oh, another Chicago one. Awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. Anybody want to take a guess before I?
I think it's a player of some kind on a Chicago team getting real jealous of another team.
Is it a past
dancing.
team that he played for or coached or something?
All right, here we go. Yeah, you guys
'Cause
are.
the
in it.
face looks like a coach to me more than a player.
It
with the
is.
hat.
It
Okay.
is.
Ah.
It is very
I'm-
good.
I'm saying maybe he's not on that team anymore, sees them having a great season and is jealous.
Oh.
Sean is correct.
Okay.
Oh,
Now this is from 2 days ago. There's literally been one football game played, so it's really it's
Too preemptive for this.
this is how football goes. Like, because the games mean so much compared to other sports. Like in baseball, they play 162 games. In football, they play 17, and so every game means a lot. So everybody really overreacts every week. And this is the Chicago Bears got a new head coach, and he used to be the offensive coordinator for that team down below called the Detroit Lions. And they were a really good team. And then he took the head coaching gig in Chicago. And this is him pining for that other team because the Bears lost last week.
Okay.
Oh, well, doesn't he know that all he needs to do is go on to NFL game streaming on NFL HD, com?
They're our number
Boy,
one
did
fan.
they let us know 10 times on
They-
our...
They're our biggest fan.
They really are. All right. So
I got to write that down really quick.
Yeah.
I have to be very upfront on this one. There are two memes where so many of the words in it are foreign to me that I'm nervous it might be offensive. So
Oh, shit. Oh,
All right. I like
I
this.
don't know. I genuinely
So
don't know.
spicy.
But
All right.
so this
So I don't know what that first thing is, but yeah, so I guess I don't know. So joking somewhere in the stadium, go sports.
did I find one that even Bacon can't answer?
Well, you know this meme of like this is just a girl probably at a college football game or
Oh, I'm not even
event.
familiar with the meme. So this is
Oh, you're
like-
not even familiar with the meme. Oh, okay.
No.
Okay,
This is just
so-
somebody who's clearly just there to drink and have fun and they don't care. So they're just like, go sports, you know?
Gotcha.
I just looked up the name, and the name looks to be perhaps a K-pop singer. So this might actually
Okay.
be a K-pop meme.
So if there's a K-pop singer, they probably don't know anything about. They're
Whatever
probably at an
sporting
American
event,
sporting event, and then they're like, "Yeah, you don't know."
Might be at
Okay.
the U.S. Open or something.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, so this one, familiar with the meme format, don't totally understand what it's trying to tell me though.
But, okay, having the most delusional fan base. Ooh, yeah, that's right.
Okay, this one I do get because
Yeah, all right.
I'm from Dallas, and I did
Yes.
follow Premier League for a while, although I haven't for many years. But this is the closest I'll get to understanding one, and it's not very close.
Yeah, I know that the star is the Dallas Cowboys because I live in Philly, so I see that being defaced regularly. But I don't know what the Arsenal
It's
portion
a
of this is.
it's a British.
It's a Premier
football
League
club.
team.
Yeah, Premier League.
Popular Premier League team. It's one of the bigger, more well-known teams, and it does have a pretty intense following as well.
Huge.
Much for my whole family are Cowboys fans, and they're the worst.
And I'm mad at the Dallas Cowboys because they traded away their best player to my rival team that I hate with a passion, who's playing a little bit later tonight. Yeah. And I knew a couple Arsenal fans. If you like the Arsenal, I'd say that is like liking the Cowboys, because if you also don't know this, Cowboys used to be kind of considered America's team because they were so good for so long, and like so if you're a bandwagon fan, that's your team. But now if you're a bandwagon fan, it's probably it's hard to bandwagon on Philly because the fans are so abrasive. So the Chiefs, I'd say.
They're
Chiefs,
so
that makes
kind.
more sense. Yeah.
Yeah, they're very kind. That's what that's what
That's
Eagles
the
fans are
Philly-
known
that's what
for.
Philly's known for.
That's-
I would say too, if you see somebody wearing some sort of Premier League kit out, or like a what would be a jersey, 90 to 99% of the time it's going to be an Arsenal jersey. I feel like,
and they have a good jersey or good
they
kit.
do. They do, yeah.
Yeah, for a soccer that is literally just an ad. I don't understand. You're like Qualcomm and Arsenal, like
Arsenal
tiny.
yeah.
Jesus.
All right, so here's another one where I was baffled by, and this is I don't think this one is offensive, but again, I'm completely in the dark on what this one is about. It says, arguably not a meme, but this sport is a meme sometimes. And then I think this is tied to something related to college football, but I don't understand what I'm looking at.
Now we've really gone into the devil's butthole.
Okay.
Now we're in college sports, which is insufferable, fans, because now you're talking to people who aren't just fans or live in the city. They like paid to go to school there. You know, some people only go to these schools because of their sports programs, and they don't even play sports. And then they're yelling at children who are playing. I mean, these are 18, 19, 20-year-old kids.
That I can get behind.
Okay.
Is that the Green Bay Packers logo?
Yeah, it is. But that's the Georgia Bulldogs. And it works better for Georgia because Georgia is one word. Georgia. Yep. Green Bay. 2 words, idiots. Green Bay Packers. Morons. San Francisco got it right. SF. Every other team in the entire universe got it right, but you goddamn cheese-eating inbred morons up in Wisconsin.
Is this a precursor to your segment, Bacon?
It's not. I just anytime I could make fun of the Packers, I will, because they always beat my team anyway. So this is just a really stupid, because the thing that I hate about college sports is that because there's so many teams, you can't just stack their records and pick the best ones. You have to, it's like a group of people vote on who's the top 25, and that decides who gets to make it into the college football playoffs. Not all 25 of them, but like there's people who have to watch and judge. So like, they're referencing mulligans are like if you lose, like, you know what a mulligan is, right? In golf, right? A do-over. They're saying like, oh, these are teams that lost or didn't win well enough, so they get mulligans. Or like, yeah, this is we're diving deep into the turds on this.
Okay. All right. Well, I got 2 more, and I would say that these last 2, I feel probably the closest to getting the basic gist. Because I think this next one's not a sports meme as much as a nostalgia meme, but I wanted to bring it up just in case I was missing something here. Based on the bat we retrieved at the scene, we believe the suspect to be a 12-year-old boy from 1985. And it's an Easton bat inside of a evidence bag.
Yeah. That's because I've seen that bat. I've seen, like, that's like the most popular bat in the world, I swear. How have I seen this fucking bat? Sean, have you seen this bat?
I have not. But
how old are you? Are you not old?
Well, I'm a 12-year-old boy.
Accost him.
Text it mean things to
you. So I actually turned 35 in a few days.
Okay.
So, you know.
So this is you. I think you just missed this. Yeah. I think you need to be 40. And you get this meme.
Okay.
I think I got hit with that bat once.
That's what I'm going to hit myself with before I watch that documentary, so I can watch it fresh.
Oh,
yeah. Knock out the memory.
Yeah. I think I was watching Flight of the Navigator when I got smacked in the head with that thing.
And it locked it in there forever.
That's the only movie I can remember. I go to sequels and I'm like, what is this?
He talks about it every day.
Have you guys seen it yet?
So this last one is a video meme. It is a clip of a movie, so I'm hoping that we don't get in too much trouble.
Who cares?
But again, I get 90% of this. I don't understand one of the words in the text, and I don't understand the name that is placed on this bit. But this is one of those memes that makes me laugh every single time. This is what inspired me to do another sports memes I don't understand segment, because I want to 100% get this.
Okay. You're going to live with me now. I'm going to take care of you. Because I love you.
So, I don't know who Kyle Pitts is, and I don't know what a TE is.
I know this. Tight end.
I get that it's fantasy football related, but that's about it. Okay, so tight end, that makes sense on TE.
That's the first qualification of any football thing I learned.
you knew, like, so if I said a DE, would you know what that is?
Probably
Is defensive end?
Defensive end. Yeah.
Oh,
a Q,
okay.
You know what a QB is?
I know a
Quarterback.
QB because
RB?
of Daria, but
WR,
wide receiver.
Righteous
wide
butt.
receiver, wipes his butt. Very- So yeah, this is a fantasy football meme. You're saying so then in fantasy football, you're not taking tight ends early. You're waiting, for a while. And Kyle Pitts used to be good or was supposed to be good, I do believe, and then he's kind of fallen off a cliff. I mean, God, you making me say it out loud, it's really dumb. Sports are really dumb. The more you
that is
long
the
haul
central thesis of my sports memes bit on this show.
I was like, this is the back end goal for Matt Kelly, by the way.
just being like, Bacon, I thought you were smart. Here, I'm going to show it to you. And then it's like me realizing like, maybe I do have a problem. Huh.
Okay, so just a pretty bad player, but he's on
And
your
okay,
team, so you've got to kind of love him regardless.
I think it's just saying like, come to me, buddy. Come to my shitty team. I don't know. Fantasy football memes, that's worse than college football memes. If I'm doing, because at least college football is actually real. And another, like, no one gives a shit about your fantasy football team but you and barely the other people in your league. Everyone's more focused on their team, and I don't do it anymore. I hate it. That's stupid.
All right. Well, that's the end of my memes.
That's great.
Beep, 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 beep.
Hey, let's change things up and talk a little bit about sports. But here's the good news. We're not going to actually be focusing on playing or the sports. We're going to be focusing on their kits or their jerseys, as we say. So what I did is I would like to review the matchups of the uniform matchups from the past week, from week 1 of the NFL season. And I think, it says a lot about your uniform, how it looks compared to other teams' uniforms. And the home team gets to pick their look, and the away team then has to wear if the other team's wearing a color home uniform, then the away team has to wear a white, but they could still pick their pants and helmet combo to pick what looks best against the teams that they play. Now, some teams don't do that. Some teams are just like, oh, this is a big game, we're bringing out our alternate jerseys. And I completely disagree with that. I think that you should have alternate looks that match up good against other teams. So let's just start off with the Division 1. Does anyone know any of these teams?
San Francisco
and
the 49ers.
Giants. 49ers.
San Francisco Giants is baseball, so that is close. And Sean, yeah, you're right. These are the 49ers. And they're named for the gold rush in 1849.
It's weird that they're not all number 49.
Yeah. It's real annoying. Trust me.
Okay.
I've written several letters. They're San Francisco 49ers against the Seattle Seahawks. Now, I don't think this is the best look for the Seahawks. They're one of the few teams that I like when they wear all one color. I usually don't like that on a team. But here, I think it works well because you have blue and silver versus red and gold. And I think that is a good combination. Do you see what I'm getting at there?
Gotcha. Okay. I see where we're going with this. Yeah. This is not displeasurable to the eyes.
Yeah. I mean,
very easily pinpoint who's what team at any moment.
There's good contrast.
Yeah.
As somebody who is a type of color blindness, this is easy for me to see.
Ooh.
That's another thing. I think when you're watching, you should easily be able to look at it and be able to tell it apart, even if you're colorblind. Like, that's the whole point of the white jersey.
Thank you. I need somebody to stand up for us, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, few people do.
That's why we're better than the real Supreme Court. We're fighting.
It's very true.
This is probably my least favorite Seattle Seahawk look. I just think they have such a busy look that I like it when they go all one color. So when they go two, it's just too much, I think. 49ers, great uniform. I'd say this is a B- matchup. A B-. Next up, we got the Denver Broncos, Tennessee Titans. This is horrible. It feels like the worst parts of the uniforms are really kind of bringing out the worst parts of the uniforms for each of them. The Tennessee Titans have one of the worst sports numbers I've ever seen. They're so gross to look at. They don't match any of the roundness or swoopiness of the rest of the uniform. They have so much going on. They have 2 different color blues, 2 different color grays, and they're wearing all white and a navy helmet against a team that's all orange and a navy helmet. And the Broncos also have like random parts of their color where like this stripe, the white stripe on their pants just stops, just because they're like, ooh, And if you can you see, I think that might have been the best one right there, actually. If you look on the guy who's holding the football, on his shoulders, what is that?
Like a Nike swoop?
Yeah, there's a design element to that shoulder cap. What is that? Can you tell what that is?
Is that a helmet?
Is that supposed to be a bird or something?
Yeah, is this
I'll give you a hint, and you're not wrong for not getting it. Hint, Denver Broncos.
Is it a mountain?
It's a mountain.
It's a terrible mountain.
No, it's not.
The white part is the sky, the blue part's the mountain, and the orange part is supposed to be like the sun hitting it.
What?
That's horrendous.
Now, it's infuriating because they could literally just put the white part on the bottom and then make the top part orange to match the rest of the jersey, and then visually you'd see that was a mountain almost instantly.
Yeah.
The fact that they did this is infuriating to me, and also that they're in the same division as a team called the Los Angeles Chargers. Yeah, I almost got it wrong, but I got it right first time. And Los Angeles Chargers have a lightning bolt on their side that kind of looks like a lightning bolt. So, how do you fuck that up?
This is exactly why I don't watch sports.
Yeah, you're
exactly
really summing it up.
Exactly.
This and the memes.
Well, and then here on the Tennessee Titans, you could see the stupid blue armpit thing going on. Like, you know what? Let's accentuate our armpits. Let's draw attention to our armpits, idiots.
Well, yeah, I mean,
they could have at least put that in the shape of Tennessee. Make it a little bit longer.
Yeah, bring it down.
Nike, call Matt Kelly. He's better than you. God, you suck.
Do you have to wonder though? First of all, this man's hamstrings are insane. That are kind of squatting in front of us. The 77 player.
Oh, you're really looking at the butts and legs. Okay.
Of course I am.
All right.
That's a tight end to me.
Pervert. You're gonna send him mean messages later.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, where did you get your tights, and how does it not show your underwear? Because I mean, his muscles are popping out of his pants right now, and you can't see anything. And this is a big thing for women, having tights or workout pants that don't show your underwear.
He might be free balling it. You don't know.
Yeah.
No, these are those are like compression shorts. So you wear like compression underwear because that is a problem. And you have to have a free range. There's a reason why they wear tights like this. You need to have free range of movement. You can have your stuff. And the Tennessee Titans didn't talk about this. Worst logo in sports. It's just disgusting. There's so much going on. I hate it.
Is it just like a T or something?
It's a T that's on fire and surrounded by stars. It's too complex. In football, your logo needs to be simple because you're looking at it from a far distance away. And then their logo is mainly navy blue on a navy blue helmet. So then that also makes it disappear.
Yeah. I'd like to take this moment to let everyone know that there is a whole video series that Bacon has done analyzing this stuff, because man, is his graphic design mind coming out strong right now.
That's funny. I did that graphic design as well. I'm finding this incredibly interesting.
Thank you.
I was a designer for a long time, and I find this is fascinating.
So I'll talk about it on there because I explain like why. Okay, real quick. So from this photo, we could even see number 77 is a very different human being than number 27. These are two totally different body types. And in other sports, like soccer, everyone's kind of the same body type. They're all very lean, very thin. You design it, you only need to design something that looks good on one body type. On football, you need to decide something that looks good on a 300-pound, 6'6" man, and something that looks good on a 180-pound, 5'8" guy. So that's important. And the Denver Broncos didn't think about their offensive linemen because they look ridiculous in this outfit. That's an F, that matchup. Hated that matchup. Here's an A matchup. And this will take forever because we got so many to get through. But I'm having fun. If you guys are having fun.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
This is great.
All right.
This is the most fun I've had with sports.
Yeah.
This is the most fun I've ever had.
Yeah.
Good.
Sean's
Thank
life
you.
has been pretty sheltered up until now. All
Welcome.
12 years of it.
Look at these hamstrings. Damn.
God damn it.
I'm sorry.
Stop looking at butts. No. This is the Cleveland Browns versus the Cincinnati Bengals. So we got the Battle of Ohio going on here. And I think we got two great matchups. We have the Cleveland Browns. You know, they're a team, they don't have any logo on their helmets, just orange, and they have brown jerseys and orange pants. So they have a full color look. So I think and they share the same helmet color with the Cincinnati Bengals. And the Bengals were like, you know what? The smart thing to do would be wear our all white look. This is their alternate look with the white pants and the white jersey with the orange helmet to give you that contrast, because their normal look would either be black pants or orange pants. And now you're going in, that's horrible. So Cincinnati Bengals, great job on this matchup. How do you guys feel about the Cleveland Browns uniforms? Because this is divisive.
Autumnal.
It's like loaded
Very
question.
autumnal. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
You could say you hate it.
No,
It's brown.
No, I don't hate it.
The Cleveland Browns, it feels a little bit more like retro. Like it feels like they're kind of timeless with their stuff, but I am definitely staring at every player's butt.
Yeah. I think that the Cleveland Browns stuff looks good. I agree with you on the contrast. I kind of hate that they're both wearing orange helmets from just the stance of me watching it. If I was watching this with Barb, who would be watching football, and I would be asking a million questions, I would constantly get confused on which team I was watching for a second, looking at the helmets first.
Fair.
That's where my eyes go first.
Fair. Now, I'm going to tell you this, though. They just relaxed the helmet rule. They used to only have to be only allowed how to have one color for their helmet, because they thought changing the helmets, because when you change the shell, you have to change your whole helmet. So they thought that was bad for concussions. So they made but they've lifted that now. So the Cincinnati Bengals do have a white helmet that they could have worn during this. But most teams don't have an alternate color. So like helmets, I'll give you the pass on. You know?
Fair.
Sure. But I do agree with you. You know, if you can. Besides that, I think it's great. I think both these teams, the Browns' old school uniforms are great. I'd say this is an A matchup. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah, here we're going to there's nothing wrong with this one. I'd say this is more of a C matchup, just because we're going with a team that's the Falcons uniforms. Well, I said the Titans have the worst number font. Here you go, Katie. By the way, just
I'm looking.
Yeah.
try to look up and look at the number for a second.
Oh,
See,
yeah. What is that?
If we're removing design flaws, though, as far as just contrast to, again, Matt Kelly being forced to watch, I feel like of all of the matchups so far, this is my easiest to tell one player apart from another player matchup. I would give this a B+ in that sense.
But the numbering, like the kerning of it, is weirdly spaced,
I hate
and
that.
and it's very jaunty.
Yeah, it's a weird font choice in general.
Ellis looks like he just has double S's on his back.
Yeah, it's I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate this stupid red stripe on the side that never lines up ever, because it's a motion sport and it looks so stupid. And they're I say this in my videos, but the Falcon logo on the helmet and then the Falcon logo on the shoulder is redundant and annoying, and I hate it. At least with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you have your primary logo on your helmet, and then you go with the secondary logo on your shoulder caps. Fine.
Is that like a little pirate there?
It's a pirate ship.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay.
It put some like mountains on the.
Yeah, get more mountains on. I think every team needs a mountain range
some
on
mountains
it.
on the shoulders. Yeah.
Yeah, but I like all white versus the all black look. Like there's a good contrast there. You know. See, so moving on, we got the Buffalo Bills. Now this isn't their normal look. This is their all blue look. Not a huge fan of it, and they're playing against the Baltimore Ravens, who have like more of a cartoony look. I also don't like how they don't have different color socks, so they wear black pants with these high socks, and they look like yoga pants, and I don't like it. And the Bills look like Smurfs to me here, even though they usually wear white pants, and I love the white pants, white helmet, blue jersey combo.
Yeah,
even though
I was gonna say, like, go back to pictures. Like, even just that white tied around the waist does so much more for me than like the other pictures where they're in all blue. Like, you need that division somewhere.
Mm-hmm. I also don't like it when you wear all one color, and then if your helmet is that color, then fine, you're all that color. But now you kind of look like a little, like a zit, like a little white head. Like, yeah, I don't like it. And even though, like, I think, like, I'm like, this is Smurfs, and then I looked up Smurfs, and I'm like, actually, their normal look is actually more Smurfy. So you can see here, this is a C plus. Like, I like the contrast or whatever. I do usually like what the Buffalo Bills wear. This is just my least favorite look of theirs. And here you can see, like, I could see how some people could like the Ravens, Baltimore look. Yeah.
I think the Bills uniform kind of weirdly reminds me of like those really old, I say really old, but like the old Gladiator uniforms, the red, white, and blue. Did you guys ever watch the old like
American Gladiators?
American Gladiators, yeah.
I can see that.
And they had the onesies. This kind of weirdly throws me back to that, and I kind of like it.
Yeah. I definitely prefer that over. Go to the photo that we were just at a second ago, Bacon, where it was all of the Ravens. But yeah, like those. This looks like ballet, like ballet pants. You know what I mean? Like I agree with you. The black pants and the black socks, I do not like the look of that at all.
Don't like it. The Buffalo Bills have a pretty great uniform. This is just like, even this isn't that bad. The all blue. It's just like my least favorite. I'm like, I hate it.
Also, what about the Ravens? I thought the Ravens color purple.
It is purple. That's purple, gold, and black.
Very not purple. That I'm not sure if it's just a pic. Like I can see it in the number a little bit. But this is with color correction. When you're watching them, that purple is way too dark, and it doesn't have enough contrast with the black. That's my number one. My number one problem with this is they're cartoony. They have a cartoony logo and a cartoony numbers that are. It's cool if you have that, but you can't try to pretend to be hard like that. Yeah.
That Raven looks really mean, and it's like, you're not scaring me, cartoon Raven.
What are those little pads right above the knee on their quad?
Those are thigh pads.
Oh.
So you get knee pads and thigh pads.
Right. 43 in the back there has better looking like pads. Like, looks like actual protection. This kind of looks like a little place to put your notepad and write down on a flat surface.
So these are the speedier, smaller guys that need to go fast, so they don't wear as big of pads. So they don't get hit as hard usually, but yeah. So that's kind of the trade-off, is they're not wearing as many pads compared to like number 43, who is
take
probably a fullback or running back, I think. Okay, now we move on to a beautiful, wonderful game against the team that the one team I think has the best uniforms in the entire league, the Los Angeles Chargers, in their best look with the yellow pants, blue jersey, white helmet.
Yeah, I'm liking that look.
Yeah, that's great.
Katie, what's your thoughts on the hamstrings on
Look at that hamstring, man. I can't stop looking at that vein. It be popping. Oh. I say this because I'm very sore from working out and my hamstrings hurt. And these guys have really developed them. And my God.
Yeah. And I love that they share the yellow, and then one team's blue team, one team's red team. And I just think love it when these teams play each other. I think it's even when the Chiefs are home and the Chargers are away, I think that's a great combination. It's just a beautiful game to look at when you're watching Chiefs Chargers.
I also like the lightning bolt down the pants comparatively to the previous one, where it was like the design was half on the shirt, half on the pant, and it didn't line up. Like, having it just on the pant makes it pop way better.
And I'm sure you're noticing, like, a thing in football is stripes. So you get a stripe, like that's the older teams. If you're older school look, you have stripes. That was like the only design element that they knew how to do. So if you look at like the Chiefs, they got this stripe here, and then they have a stripe on their shoulder pads that's consistent, where it's yellow in the middle, surrounded by two red stripes, and then they do the same thing on the pants, so then they have to add that white. So then when the Chargers came along, they're like, ooh, so we're going to do a stripe, but instead of a stripe, it's the lightning bolt. So I think like that's just a great way to do it.
Sean, it sounded like you were going to say something a little earlier.
No, well, so in this might be attributed to my color deficiency. But in this photo, it almost looks like instead of white, it's like an off-white, like a cream color, and I don't think it is, but I wish it was, because that with the red, I think would be, but with this outfit, this would be an A++.
I think you're getting the yellow of their jersey kind of splashing onto him.
Reflecting,
I
yeah.
totally get what you mean with the cream. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, they do have that patch with the A on it is an off-white patch because it's like an old. So maybe you are picking up a little of that.
Yeah.
This one I don't want to talk too much about. It's too much white. We got the Indianapolis Colts versus the Miami Dolphins. Love the Dolphins all white look. Probably their best look. Love the Colts home look. That's probably their best look. Really simple, really clean. Both of them. These two teams going against each other, though, it's not their fault. Their colors, it's just too much white, and I don't want the Colts to be wearing blue pants and their alternate black helmet, which looks disgusting. Like, it's just kind of meh, right? What would you guys say?
Yeah, no, I agree. As soon as that first image came up, I'm like, oh, yep, you're right. Too much white.
Yeah.
Which is something I say in most social situations too. But
on this show mainly.
Yeah. Katie, I'm sure you already noticed, but the Miami Dolphins have that Miami tramp stamp on there, right above their butts.
Right above the butt. I wasn't really sure what it said, but good to know.
Well, they always try to cover it up because it's embarrassing to wear.
To know where you're from.
It was
I don't know
cool when
what
they were in their 20s, but now they're in their 30s
There you
and
go.
40s, and no one wants to show that thing off anymore.
Now here, Matt Kelly, here's one close. Oh, here we go. Because and Sean, Cowboys fan, so you know. Here we
Great
have
contrast, though. I'm already going to say great contrast.
great contrast. It is a great contrast. These are division opponents. I think one of the best things when you have uniforms is that you look good when you play against a division opponent. And here I think it looks good. I think there's enough contrast here. I think as every fan in the background will tell you, everybody prefers the Kelly green, you idiots. But they wear this dark midnight green that doesn't have enough contrast with the black. This is a black stripe and a green stripe.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard to see.
I will say I actually prefer the midnight green as a non-fan. But because I don't like bright greens. I like dark greens almost exclusively. But
if you're a fan and you're wearing a jersey out and about, I think that color jersey is better. It goes with more outfits and it's less egregious. That's why they changed it to sell, them. But I think on the field, the green looks better. Also, the Philadelphia Eagles have alternate black helmets, and you can't even tell half the time. Good game though. B plus game. Like it. I don't like that. When they do the color correction, the helmet doesn't match the jersey. Yeah. But that happens. Then we also have another division matchup. We have the New York Giants versus the Washington Commanders. It's this is fine. I don't really like the Commanders uniforms. I hate their stupid numbers. That's this weird pattern on them that really annoys me. But I love the Giants uniforms here. You got that nice royal blue, simple white pants with the stripe with a little bit of the gray there. The Washington Commanders, they also have these big white stripes on a white jersey. It doesn't work. It's too much. You can't have the white stripes on a white jersey because then all I'm looking at is this thin black stripe and then mostly this weird
red
cap.
patch.
Yeah, and yellow Nike swoosh. Like that was designed by Nike on purpose to bring attention to the Nike swoosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of not a fan of that pattern on the numbers, like you were saying. I feel like that is a more common thing in like Premier kits or like soccer kits in general. But yeah, it is weird to see that in this setting.
It doesn't, because here, look at this.
It looks like
you're
what
far
I do
away
when I play around with Photoshop. And I'm like, I'm gonna make it look more dynamic, and it's like,
look at this 17. There's like a line through the middle. It doesn't look good from far away. It only looks good in the shop, like when you're buying the jersey, and that's why they design them. They design them to make them so when you buy them,
it feels like a graphic styles selection in Photoshop.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Bad.
I'm pretty sure
default.
it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
it's called
like
bad.
not constructed. Yeah. Well, and it also looks like it's worn out if you're like far away.
And it's on the sleeve stripes too. You just can't see it from far away. It's really bad. It's not well done. They had a chance to really make themselves something. They have great colors. I mean, especially for a football team, you play in the autumn. You got that beautiful burgundy, that beautiful yellow. You have a lot to work with, and they kind of pooped the bed. Now we have the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Detroit has gone with this look a lot recently. They're all white look. They also have a look with silver pants that match the silver helmet and blue pants. I like both the silver or the blue over the white because they always wear white leggings, and then it's just you need a stripe in there. You need that blue stripe.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the first instinct is that I think the Detroit look is really gross, and I like the Green Bay look. But boy, does it have a contrast. I certainly know which player is on what team from immediate look.
Sean, what are you going to say?
No, yeah, I feel like the Packers look is really classic, but I do like this blue, but I'm not a fan of I would rather the silver pants or the blue pants because I think this blue is kind of nice.
I gotta say,
least blue
this guy,
socks.
the guy in the back here, his blonde hair is really giving his jersey a little bit more. Yeah.
That's all. My hair's thinning, and that's all I could look at was
that hair.
Gorgeous hair.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. Minoxidil, probably. I would assume.
Something. Yeah.
I say this is. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I just said hymns.
We're not sponsored by him. Stop it. Now, I'd say that's a B look. You know, I know why you go all white because the Packers are an all color team. The Packers are a team like the Cleveland Browns, where I say they're like a 50-50 team, where, you know, what's your colors? Green and yellow. Both, you know, like they're green and yellow. And then there's some teams that are like, we have one color and then we use the other color as an accent. Like the Kansas City Chiefs are red with yellow as an accent. And I think that's the way to do it, because if you're the Kansas City Chiefs and you did this look, but with red jerseys instead, you'd look like McDonald's. Like you're so close.
100%, yeah.
Right. Here we have two teams that came into the league at the same time. We have the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Again, it's not enough contrast for me. Here it looks here you could actually see what it looked like. That one's color corrected weird. It's a teal versus a light blue, which never good. You know. And you know, it's two cats. I guess that's good.
Yeah.
Two cats.
The first picture you showed us, I legitimately probably wouldn't have been able to pick apart who was on what team from this shot. Especially if you're looking at the legs. Like I can't tell you who's associated with anybody.
Like Katie? Yeah.
I am. Yeah. The first thing I looked at, I was just like, oh. But you can't tell. I mean, we've got one guy with the line down his pants. Okay, so wait. So this is the oh wow. See, that's hard.
Guy in the ground is Panther.
Yeah, and in the shadow, his jersey looks so similar to that's a tough one for me.
Yeah. I mean, this is really no fault of the teams. I mean, the Jacksonville Jaguars could have wore black pants, probably would have made it a little bit better. And then, whoever I took this from, I took it from their team websites, and each team website's a little bit different. They color correct them differently. And you can see here, like, why are you trying to make yours look blue? Here's one D+ on this one, even though the Oakland Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders have one of the best uniforms. Simple, you know, gray pants, white jersey, gray helmet, and then you get, you know, just numbers, no stripes. But against the Patriots, it's just both teams silver pants, silver helmet.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
We'll say Raiders are one of those teams that always scratches a nostalgic itch as
Bo
like
Jackson.
Well, no, not even, like, I don't know shit about shit on that. I just mean like when you're a kid in elementary school in the 90s and people are just buying whatever sportswear they can.
Yeah.
They were like the football version of like the Charlotte Hornets basketball team, where just everybody had that jacket with that logo regardless if they watch sports or not, because it's a cool logo.
It's just they went, we're black and white. We're a black and white team. We have no color.
And they owned it. I
awesome.
kind of always love and respect that.
Yeah. Patriots did a redo recently that was just so half-assed, and it's just covered in their grossest logo. It's such a dumb logo. That stupid Patriot Pat with his head. Not like it. D+ on that one. This is a C+. Los Angeles Rams wearing white at home versus the Houston Texans. Now, the Houston Texans are actually navy blue. You wouldn't be able to really tell.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
They've gone with an even darker navy than the Bears wear. The Bears wear navy blue, but this you could barely tell, like especially here.
Yeah. I love the blue. I'm realizing that the blue and yellow contrast on uniforms I am a big fan of.
It's good.
Yeah. Like that always pops in a way that is pleasing to me.
Is that the Lakers colors as well?
They're purple and yellow.
Oh, well,
it is a bluey purple. Yeah, so it's because if you can't see the red in there, then yeah, it's a bluey purple, but it is a purple. And this, the Rams. The best thing about their uniform is their colors, and this away uniform is their best look. So
yeah, this is great.
Yeah, their home, they have a gradient jersey, and it's not good. But they should wear just this because it's awesome. Now we get into the poo-poo stinky. So that I'd say is a C+, especially like Texans uniforms doesn't really do anything for me. They just did theirs. Now we get into the poo-poo stinky. We have the New Orleans Saints going up with their alternate jerseys. Now, when you think of New Orleans, do you think khaki? It's supposed to be gold, but that's khaki.
Yeah.
Really? That's supposed to be gold?
Yeah, they're black and gold. And they're going against, this is the best version of the Cardinals uniform. They're all white look here. And they got a cool, like, shiny bird on the side. I don't like that it says Cardinals in there really small in between. Don't like how they kind of obsessed over silver that you could barely see in there. But really, the Saints, like, God, especially against a team in all white, you're wearing that gross. It's so gross. I don't think it looks
kind
good.
of like that cream that I think Sean you were saying in that one jersey.
Yeah, but weirdly enough, this hits more like the yellowing of a smoky bar.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like when you go to a diner that used to allow smoking inside of it.
Yeah.
You're looking at the vinyl
It just
of the
feels dirty.
the diner. Yeah.
This is the color of a drop ceiling, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And another thing, so then this is their alternate helmet. Usually they have gold helmets, but they can't wear that gold helmet with this jersey because that gold helmet doesn't match this jersey at all. That's another thing about the New Orleans Saints. They don't know what color gold they have. It's disgusting. New Orleans Saints, just do Mardi Gras colors, purple, green, yellow, call it a day. Like lean into it. Don't do this bland, awful look. And the helmet, I would have liked it. These are little tiny fleur-de-lis. That's their logo.
Yeah.
And I would like that all over the helmet if they did something like that. But instead, they just kind of half-assed it. You could see the fleur-de-lis on the side there.
You know, I'm going to New Orleans soon, and I cannot wait to tell everyone about this. I can't wait to talk to them about this.
You're like, I got some things to tell everybody right now.
Yeah. Well, the Saints suck this year, so they're not going to talk to you about that. And they're going to be drunk probably. D game. Here's an A game. Here we go. We got the New York Jets in their beautiful emerald green and white. So this is what I'm talking about too, where a team is just like, you know what? Our color, we don't get two. We just take one. Green. That's our color.
That's
and they do throw in black every once, but the green and white, great. And then you have the Pittsburgh Steelers, one of the most iconic sports uniforms in sports. And I love the contrast. I don't know why. I think the Jets did this too. Their color correction makes their pants look orange. I don't know why they do the stuff like that. That's what it really looks like.
I guess they're making the green a little bit more foresty.
Everyone knows what the Pittsburgh Steelers uniforms look like if you're a football fan. So when you go,
I literally thought this was a photo of a different team that they were playing.
See? I like the contrast here. I like, the yellow and the black really goes with that green against a matchup, I think.
Yeah, this is a perfect contrast to me.
Look at
that. That's a good green.
There's a really good green.
And a cool thing about the Steelers, too, is they're the only team that have only a logo on one side of their helmet. The other side of the helmet is blank. If you didn't know that. So you can see here the blank. And then there you can see on the side, on the right-hand side, they have the Steelers logo. So that's pretty cool. And then we get to the last game. We got my Chicago Bears versus the Vikings. I think this is a great game. We got another division matchup here. The Vikings have really simple, clean, awesome uniforms. Great helmet with the Viking horn. If you didn't know, that's supposed to be a Viking horn. It's not supposed to be a sperm.
Yeah, I was going to say, I did not know what that was, but I do like how it looks on the helmet. Whatever.
I like that it's matte.
Yeah.
Yep. There's a couple teams that have the matte helmet, and I think it really works with the purple. I think a matte purple looks really good like that.
Yeah.
And if you look at so their stripes, if you look at their shoulder stripe here, that top purple part kind of goes up like a Viking ship.
Yeah.
You know how like a Viking ship has that front part like that? So it's like a nod, but not too much. Just enough to be like, hey, we're taking the stripe, we're changing it a little bit.
I can
And
see
the
that
Bears-
more than the mountain
The
on
mountain, yeah.
whomever's jersey.
Oh yeah.
I
I
can
would
see
think-
anything better than I could see the mountain.
They screwed that up so bad. I was like, oh, a mountain on the side.
And also, this is a purple that I can see very clearly.
Yeah.
This is a good purple.
The Minnesota Vikings, they don't lean like Prince. They lean into that purple. And they're not ashamed to be purple like the Baltimore Ravens are ashamed to be purple.
That's what I was saying. There was no purple in those Baltimore Ravens jerseys as far as I was concerned.
Well, it also don't put black in there. You're muddying the purple. I think the purple and then the opposite end of the color spectrum on purple is yellow. So these contrast perfectly. I think it's great. The number font sometimes looks a little bad on some numbers, but whatever. And then you got the Bears, classic blue and orange, same thing. Blue's on the opposite end as orange on the color wheel. It's a great contrast. It's a clean look. What you will notice in a lot of these shots too, like it's just good. Even though this navy, you could see it's a navy blue. It's close to black, but it is blue. And even against that purple, there's enough contrast for me at least. And you'll probably also notice this giant patch with the VMH on there as well. You see that? That the Bears are wearing on all theirs. That's Virginia McCaskey. She passed away. She was the owner. So they're going to be wearing these giant patches all year.
Okay. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Yeah. And then, but you'll also see a GSH on the side of the Bears. That's George Stanley Hallis, who started the Bears. He was a player, coach, Hall of Fame guy or whatever. So they have so much history that there's always going to be stuff like this on their uniforms. I wish that the Chicago Bears had a bigger C on the helmet, a little bit bumped up, a little bit bigger. It's pretty small. But besides that, I think this is a good looking game. I got B+ game. Best game, obviously, this beautiful thing. Thing.
That's great.
Worst game.
Yeah.
Awful. If you like this,
Not a great color.
go to my YouTube, Chicago Bacon. I do a bunch of uniform reviews. I talk about uniforms forever, and I put in little jokes in there and stuff. So you don't even have to be a football fan to like it. So
I
go.
I just want to throw out there my favorite of all of those, and I think you've told me it's not one of your more viewed ones. The history of the Utah Jazz uniform I found fascinating. As a non-sports person, I think I've watched that one twice.
Wow, thank you. Yeah, I don't even watch basketball. I just know I like the Utah Jazz uniforms. They've had a rich history of awesome uniforms, and now not so much. They kind of poop it up. But yeah, that's my TED Talk on uniforms. We are a half an hour over.
Yeah.
John, thanks for joining us.
Oh my God, thanks for having me. This was great. I can't watch. I'm going to spend the rest of my night watching uniform videos. So thank you.
Did you learn anything today about the world?
I learned that it's about the friendships along the way.
And not the fantasy football teams that you're on.
Yeah, yeah. And that some of those jerseys look a little too poopy for me.
Pew pew.
I learned that UFOs are real.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that sometimes shooting something doesn't solve it. That's what
Wow.
I learned.
Wow.
Poignant.
You just learned that. Poignant.
Just learned that.
Poignant.
Pew pew.
Just realized didn't use that fart the whole time. That's
We're
our show.
recording as a show.
That's our show. We gotta go. We're late. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time. Sean, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.